love. And that's why they want to consume many souls. And there's they have technology to limit the heart space of humans for a reason. Now, many humans lack their hearts. And it's true. I know how it feels. I don't make this up. But for me, they personally attack me. So in the next 10 years, we will see our health in our home being attacked. If you live in a city area, that means you would probably be very screwed, because every city is like a zoo for humans. It's best that you migrate. But again, you are the author of your reality, and if you think I'm a fool, it's okay, you don't have to watch me. But given the fact that there is a cause and effect in reality, and something has to give, Earth cannot just take forever plundering of every mountain, of all the species, of everything really dying until boom, something has to occur to where we see the event coming. So this is it. And by this I mean we're living in the timeline where the theater is unfolding. Everyone has talked about it, but I'm not really into prophecies and all. I'm just into what I see as on the grander scale. And what I see is, it's true that there is a natural balance that we'll have to take into effect, because there's some sort of dark energy that is feeding on everything that is good and light, because that good light energy feeds from the Creator's energy, and the Creator replenishes us every day, and they cannot replenish themselves from Him, so they feed on us. So I see that we have a predator, and something has to give, because either when something has cancer, either it consumes the host, or the host cuts it out and be done with. So, and again, we're living in that timeline. So beware, please, especially those of you who have babies, because I wanted to actually show my son a heaven on earth reality. We planned on it. Me and my Mishinka discussed that we will never show him, or we thought it was her. We thought our son was going to be a girl. And we were really happy about that until we found out it was a boy. But eventually we accepted, and we were more happier about that. So we wanted to show him a life without paperwork, because paperwork is theirs. It's their legitimacy over you. In a way, they own you. So these arms, these legs, they do things for them, and in that case you get paper vultures, really, when you can be doing the same thing, or minimum even less time, things that you actually choose and like, if you got to decide on what kind of talents you want to present to your community. We wanted to show our son that kind of reality on a village scale, to where we can at least decide on what we give ourselves to the community, all for free, because there's, again, many Anastasia villages. Every Anastasia village has their own culture. Some of them have their own religions, and they're unfolding now, and we wanted to give our son something like that. And we were robbed on a great scale. I'm making this video because I'm about to be like a big protester in a way. I did print out a big sign of like a picture of my son, and I'm about to put some very ugly words on there. I don't know how much attention it will get, but I'm doing this just because I'm being further isolated from our son, who has now a fever, and they've isolated him, and his soul is dwindling and dying. He needs my warmth to survive, but genetically he does need my warmth to survive. And if he doesn't get it, he will die. And I've seen in my dream last night how my son is getting weak. And in my dream last night, I've had a message, and I sent it out in my dream state. I remember I said in my dream state to somebody in there that if my son, he dies, I don't want to be in this reality. Oh, there's birds. I don't want to be in this reality either. Those birds scared me. Oh, there's so many. I don't want to be in this reality either, because so I asked the Creator to take me peacefully with love, but this is like very wicked, and I try to reach out with these YouTube videos. Thank you, my audience, 1 or 2 or however many you might be, but again, I'm always isolated in my reality. Every time they try to send me help, it's their help and their help only. That's what I mean by when I say they want to help you, but they want to persecute you. It's just like you're going into a fighting ring. The one who is orchestrating the fighting ring, which is like a judge, is there. But then again, there's the ones who fight against you, and then the ones who are for you, and it's all orchestrated by them. So it's really, you have no choice. So you have to choose sovereign being, and that's what I'm choosing in a court. I say, how can you represent me? All your lawyers are chosen by the bar, or licensed by them. Will the Creator do that? I cannot do that. How can I do that? So on my moral code, I cannot. So now I have to stand with a protest sign with a very big, ugly words, and I hope to link his YouTube videos to it. So my audience, thank you again, however few or you might be. No, it's fine anyways. They're always isolating me. And my heart is always shut on purpose. Oh, this dark, dark day. This is a very dark world to live in. And I don't want to live. Because live is a very Masonic word. I want to breathe oxygen, yes. I want to experience reality, yes. But again, live, I want to minimize or eliminate that word from my dictionary. Because English language there's many words that have many definitions that's why they coach us on the main definition via Hollywood and school. And then they have their own definition of Latin words in court, that you would actually be your own judge, jury, and persecutor just by saying those words that you don't even think. You think you know what it means, but you actually don't. So in that case, when you go to a court, you have to know that more than likely, if you go there for like basic violations, non-criminal matters, like you're usually there as a merchandise representing the paperwork. It's the paperwork there in court. In other words, the ID with the all capitalized. Every time there's an all capitalized on any identification, it means a corporation. So when United States was born, it was born Masonically with paperwork as a corporation. And the Constitution, they said, was for the people. And the people is a Latin word in court for a fictional character that is paperwork. How do you link paperwork to a living being? By saying, this identification represents you. In order to have this property, you need to have this identification. So you don't actually need all this paperwork to experience reality. And the Creator knows that. And the Creator never intended this for His creation. So you see, everyone who goes against His creation tells you need all this paperwork, you need all of this to... New Earth is going to be very minimum. I don't want to say I want to be there, and because my son's been stolen, and what is really materialistic world after all? Because I tell the Creator now, if my son goes, I want to go, because I don't want to be in this materialistic world. If my son's soul is not here, I want to be in his heavenly realm, feeding on his heavenly food. I told the Creator that in my dreams last night. I remember that. And then I woke up. I know I have those dreams. So what good is this really materialistic world? It's really just like experiencing stories where my soul is in just this flesh, this avatar. And I'm experiencing a lot of grief. And if my son goes, what is the purpose? It's not that I say that I want to eliminate myself. No. I say, Creator, with your peace and love, take me, because I'm in grief. Because I saw that in my dream, and then I heard today that my son is sick, and my spouse, Mish, cannot see him, because they dictate when we can see our son, and they said my visits tomorrow are canceled. My heart is in pain. As a mother, I don't know what to do, because they want to eliminate and isolate everyone. And all I wanted to do was evade. I wanted to create a heaven on earth reality for the three of us. Because in Anastasia Villages, it's all about creating your heaven on earth. What is your heaven on earth after all? Those of you who have babies, what do you envision for your heaven on earth? Where is it going to be? How is it going to be? Because we decided on how ours is going to be, and then we decided that we would make it symbolic. We conceived our son, and he's the symbol of our love. I keep telling the caseworkers, he's our flesh, our blood. He is a symbol of our love. How can they take something away that we would always go after him, because he symbolizes our love. Slark. He wasn't just oh, I want to make a baby. No, he symbolizes our love, and everything that I've ever manifested into the future of the world, I put into him. I premeditated, and we talked about the future of the world and how we want to give it to our baby. And that's who they stole, the symbol of our true love. And that's how, when I say how babies are stolen in America, they followed me and stalked me, and by they, masonically, yes, all my life. And it's getting very dark in my life, yes. And things do happen like this, but I pray either that the Creator, if He helps my son escape this reality and takes his soul back to take mine too, or if He makes him well again, because my son is sick now in their foster care. They isolated him, and they don't give him back to me. If He makes it better to for us to make a heaven on earth reality and reunite with my spouse like I promised I would, we put our intentions behind it, and he was our very symbol of our intention. So this is it for my video, but the next video, I don't know, but I'm going to be doing a protest after this with my signs and all. Thanks for the audience again.